And we are live. There we go. Okay. I feel like you should. Are you in? Are we in all the way? Okay, so we're live. Oh no, it's going to be annoying.
Hello, everybody. Hey, guys. Welcome to...
Did you press it?
No.
Okay. So...
We'll wait and do that again.
Okay. Here we are. We are now live. Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Vino Vent. I'm going to have... You're not drinking tonight.
I'm not going to have any wine.
Hi, Derek. So, happy Father's Day. Why don't we just start off with that? Happy Father's Day. Yeah. We skipped last week's Vino Vent.
Because I was so sick.
Yes.
Well, why don't you do
the
hellos and the cheers and we'll catch everybody up.
Okay. So hello, Ryan and Cliff and Lane and Tony and Troy and Derek and Patrick and Becca and other PJ and Kevin and Dan. Hello, everybody. So whether you are drinking wine or tea or coffee or hot chocolate or lemonade
or nothing at all
or water, cheers to you. We made it through another week. So yeah, happy Father's Day to those who celebrate. I never celebrated Father's Day growing up. Did you?
Yeah, kind of.
Your dad was more in your life than mine. Not to start off on a somber note, but this is kind of like new. Celebrate. I mean, it's new in the fact that we've only been dads for 20, 21, 22, 23, 4 Father's Days now. But celebrating Father's Day was like never a thing for me growing up because my dad wasn't around. So this is, I don't know. It was a fun day. It was we'll get into it. We'll get into what we did today. It's a really fun day.
Well, why don't we catch up on... We didn't go live last week.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the week before, did we?
I don't know. Did we? I think we did go live the week before, but we definitely didn't go live last week.
Last week on Friday night, I woke up like an hour or two after I went to bed and projectile vomited into the toilet, which then initiated me being sick for the next several days. I got either a stomach bug or food poisoning. And I have not felt that sick in a long time. So I was sick last Sunday, which is why we weren't able to go live. And what else?
Yeah, this past week was playing catch up. Because you were like really sick and you don't ever get sick.
Mm-hmm.
But that stomach bug really wiped you out. And so PJ still didn't really get back to normal until just a couple days ago. So, and let me just say, being sick in general is not fun, but being sick as a parent when you're like responsible for 3 tiny humans is even worse because you can't take care of yourself and them. So you really have to rely on if your significant other.
The most exciting thing that happened recently will be right back.
Wait until you guys see this. Oh my gosh. Do you know what it is? Oh my goodness. Look at this baby. Why are you so fidgety? Oh, she's a biter.
She's ready for food. I'm going to bottle feed her for you guys.
So if you saw our newest, I think it's our newest video, it's one of our newest videos, you saw the 8-second entire life story of this.
Oh,
She bites you.
she is feisty.
Of this tiny little baby.
Look at this little piggy. Okay, so crazy story. We have miniature potbelly pigs and one potbelly pig at our farm. And I got rid of all of the boy pigs because I didn't want any more animals. I didn't want any more pigs. Well, a wild hog shows up to the farm. This little girl's mom dates him and has a one-night stand with him. And 5 months later, she had this little girl. She did not take care of her. This little girl had a little brother that didn't make it. And so I ended up taking this baby and bringing her home. And then I was bottle feeding her. I didn't think that she was going to make it because she was so weak when I found her, but she gonna make it.
If you were to hold that up and be like, what do you think this is? I would definitely not say a pig.
Look at that belly. Look at that belly.
She does not look like, she sounds like a pig. But I guess I just don't know what baby
Look
pig
at her.
sounds
She's
like.
got little black brown stripes on her.
She is precious. Yeah, so Aranda over on YouTube said her name. Hi, Josie the pig.
Yep. So her name is Josie. Whenever I'm telling we have this thing in the house where we all get nice and cozy, but when the kids came around, I have nicknames for everything. So I have said for the last couple of years, you guys want to get nice and Josie? And so Anna was like, let's name her Josie. And so that's her name.
Oh, look at this, PJ. On Joey on Instagram said, PJ, you're always awesome, period, but you look 5 years younger. Happy is a great look.
Aw, thank you so much. I feel good. I feel good. The last couple of months, even like maybe the last year has been good for me. I feel like I'm getting back to a good place. So
I've noticed it too. Deep State on TikTok said, you two are not aging. That is, I mean, I get the sentiment behind it. That was sweet. I feel like I'm aging at a rapid pace. Do you ever like just look in the mirror one day and you're just like, you don't recognize the person because suddenly there's just things on your face that weren't there before? I feel like that's the state that I'm in right now. Do you feel like you went through that at 32?
I feel like I'm going through that now.
Really? Mm-hmm. Everyone, and me including, everyone online talks about how young you look.
Well, hold on, let me put it back.
Twiggy on TikTok said, is that a chicken? It's not a chicken, it's a pig. You really can't tell what it is because she's still so.
She's a little piggy. She's had a bottle.
That would just not be my first guess.
Somebody on Instagram said that when they see her walk, because she has these little hooves, that it looks like high heels, and that's all they see.
That's cute.
Little high heels.
Derek said, sweetie, you're barely 30. You've got a way to go. I know that's the thing. Like, I'm only 32. I don't feel like I'm old. That's the thing. I still feel like 32 is so young, but for some reason, I'm just like, I don't know, noticing my face is looking older than I feel like I am.
I feel like I've always had, I've always cared for my skin on my face. Mm-hmm. I've like exfoliated since I was 17 and I am 37.
Half your life.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I've never cared, which is not good. I'm like just now starting to care. I've been doing like Kiehl's avocado eye cream under here. And sometimes I'll do I think I'm going to do a mask on my face tonight. So I've got to start caring more. I have this like awful sunspot that did not used to be on my face before.
Okay. Let's see. somebody. So Jasmine over on TikTok asked how our SUV was. So if you followed our stories on Instagram last week or the week before last, I ran our vintage Land Cruiser onto a stump and got it stuck, and then it wouldn't start. Come to find out, it wouldn't start because it was out of gas. I went back out like 2 days later, and I went and I started it, and I guess the gas had when I jacked it up to move it off the stump, I think the gas came, I don't know, something happened with the gas. Anyways, it started. I took it to a mechanic just to check it out. And the only thing that was wrong was the protective cover that goes underneath the front of the, or the bottom of the
Don't let him jump on you.
hood. The bottom of the engine was damaged. And they were like, you can replace it if you want to, but it's just to keep, it's for protection. And so I ended up going ahead and having them replace it. And that was an expensive part, but mechanically nothing was wrong with it. It was just a cosmetic thing, but I wanted to fix it. So that was $900.
Yeah, we love our Land Cruiser though. The only way I keep saying the only way that we would sell it is if we got another one. A slightly newer one, but we love our Land Cruiser. It's such a beast.
Hummer 1967. We are married. We have been married since 2015.
We got married.
We've been together since 2010.
We got married October, 5 months after our first son was born. Isn't that crazy to think about? 8 years. Someone over on TikTok said, I'm sorry, Instagram. No, wait. Someone said, what is our bedtime? I thought that was I don't know. That was a fun question. And it was what time do you guys go to bed and what time do you guys wake up? I'm always curious about other people too. So I wake up around 6:45 in the morning on school days. On weekends, I wake up at around 7:30, and then you get up at 8.
It depends. The earlier we go to bed, the earlier I get up. I tell Thomas all the time, I want to start going to bed earlier, but somehow we don't. Tonight, I know that we're not because I want to binge watch
Black
Mirror on Netflix. We watched the first episode 2 nights ago, and I am ready to watch some TV.
Yeah. And so all that being said, then we'll go to bed either at sometimes we go late. The past month we've been good, and sometimes we'll go to bed at 10. Sometimes we'll go to bed at 11:30. But we like TV time at the end of the night. PJ. Oh my God. PJ likes his downtime and gets easily I don't know what's the word, worn out.
Yeah.
Or overstimulated almost whenever he's around a bunch of people, in a large group. We went to an estate sale on Friday morning in this gorgeous old house. And they had all these goodies, but there were so many people. It was in a really populated area. And so everywhere, you were scooting through the house, shoulder to shoulder. And I look at Pete, and I was thinking of you, and I was he's probably dying. And I look over, and we had the kids with us, and PJ was I'm going to have to go outside because there's too many people in here. And I was just, it was rough. And I was oh, this is great. I'm going to go through every single room. But you definitely need that time to decompress and restore yourself after being around so many people. Our cat keeps trying to jump up here, but we're both wearing shorts. His claws are going to dig into us.
One on Instagram and one on YouTube. So I forget what your handle is now, but that you asked about our kitchen cabinets. Where did we get them from? So these are custom. I actually drew them out and met with a cabinet guy, and he built them to fit this kitchen. And then Carolyn asked if we have to feed Josie at night. And luckily she sleeps through the night. The very first night I woke up and I fed her, but then I realized that she will sleep through the night. And so I just let her sleep.
Oh, he's up here. Derek said Thomas gets up early to have coffee alone before the chaos begins. You read our blogs. That is very true. Oh, sorry.
Also, so you can take a big old poop in the morning. You're just going to ignore me?
What did you say?
You're going to poop in the morning.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Alistair. Yeah, I wake up to drink my coffee so that I can stay regular. And then I also like to write in the morning too. Hey, Natasha on YouTube. Someone also said, Derek also said crowded places can be overwhelming, can't they, PJ?
Oh, yes. For sure.
Lori complimented my mustache. She used a different word, but I'm going to say mustache. And said, thank you both for your presence in our world. Well, thanks for being here, Lori. Carolyn asked if the other pets on YouTube, she said, do the other pets feel less than with the new pig? I don't think so. I think that they're so used to us bringing new animals into the home that they're just like rolling with it. Andrew said, where's that little piglet that I thought was a big ass chipmunk?
We just put her up.
The other PJ said, what is the Netflix show y'all mentioned you started and like? I guess Black Mirror?
What?
What's the Netflix show you guys started and liked?
I
I guess Black Mirror, but I don't know if there's another Netflix show. Netflix hasn't been delivering lately.
Gunner over on TikTok, we love the new washer and dryer. So far, they've been great. Rachel Berry, you are something else over there on the TikTok.
I know. So Rachel Berry, for those who are not on TikTok right now, is being so sassy. But Rachel Berry from Glee, because that's Leah Michelle's from Glee. She wasn't that sassy. She was a lot. She wasn't sassy. Oh yeah, you're gonna watch more tonight. Yes, Black Mirror. You know what we've also been getting into is Apple TV Plus, and it's Silo. You guys need to watch Silo.
Our kids are 5, 6, and 8.
5, 6, and 8. It's crazy. Yeah, there's a period during the year where they're all like 5, 6, and 7, and the next year it'll be 6, 7, 8. For just a few months.
Yep.
It's fun. I like when people ask how old they are. I love saying that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Court over on TikTok said, watch Ted Lasso. It's the best series. We love Ted Lasso. We have like 2 more episodes and then we're finished. PJ won't watch it though with me. I mean, you won't finish it. We just need to finish it.
Yeah, I have to be in the mood for it. So.
Wait, Lane said the first scene of season 2 of Heartstopper got released yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
The first scene?
The first scene. Because it doesn't come out till August, which is insane. Such a long time in between, but I'm excited to see. We loved Heartstopper. And one of the things that made it so good was the music. PJ, the other PJ on YouTube asked if we've seen The Crowded Room on Apple TV Plus with one of my many future husbands, Tom Holland.
Oh, wow.
Not yet.
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie with Amanda Seyfried and who else? I forget who else. But yeah. So
a lot of things are going on at Holiday House or the farmhouse, depending on how you know it. We had spray foam insulation go in last week. This week we have the HVAC going in. The week after that, we have drywall going in. So all the walls are going to get closed up. And then we have all of the flooring is already there and we're going to have it installed. And then the last week of June, we're going to have the exterior hardy siding installed. So I'm hoping like by the end of July, we should have like a house that looks like a house and feels almost livable. I'm so excited. And then the beach house, the beach shack, we are getting daily updates from the painter who is doing the interior painting. And as soon as the interior painting is finished, we are going to pack up and go down there. We live about 8 hours away, 7, 8 hours, depending on traffic and how many times we stop. And the plan is to take a load of furniture down there, like mattresses, beds, couches, couch, I guess, and unload everything, stay a couple days, then come back, get another load, and then go down for the month of July. So fingers crossed that happens for us. Yes. We've put so much time into this house. We've owned it for a year and 1 month as of June. So it'll be nice to actually get to stay in it and live at the ocean for the summer.
That's all you wanted for years. Like PJ's always just wanted a cottage that he can just walk to the beach, and that's this.
PJ, what time are you going to the gym? I am not going to the gym today.
Not today.
Thank you, tomorrow. Leo.
Hopefully tomorrow. Lori, thank you. On YouTube, Lori said, your children are beautiful. I only recently viewed your Christmas video in Colorado with family and friends. Just simply beautiful. I have got to say that that video is one of my favorite videos that we've ever done. And that trip.
That was so fun.
I mean, it's like, it's one of those trips where like you invite people and you don't think that they're going to be able to say yes because it was so last minute and it's so far away. Like Colorado was a 6-hour plane ride and it worked. Like it all worked out. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, you need to go to our YouTube and watch. I think we posted it in January, maybe December. I don't know, but it was like, we spent a weekend in Colorado with like all of our family and our friends and like their significant others. And it was just a wonderful once in a lifetime trip.
Yeah. Our best friends, Matt and Bo, got to come, and Nick and Luca, and it was so fun. The kids were there.
My brother and his wife, my sister and her fiance, my mom.
And for Thomas and I, it was a work trip that we turned into a family trip. So it honestly turned into like the most perfect holiday getaway.
Carolyn asked, is Dixie able to care for the animals while you're gone for a month? Will there be any new births?
So Dixie will be able to take care of the animals. We will not be gone the entire summer or the entire month of July. It'll most likely end up being like, I think we'll be here in Tennessee the first month of July, and then we'll be down there
the first month of July,
the first week of July. And then we'll be down there for 2 to 3 weeks. And during that time, Dixie will take care of the animals. We have my aunt and uncle both live really close to the farm. And if I needed my uncle to pop over and do anything, he would. And then our best friends, Matt and Bo, live half of a mile from our farm. And so I've got tons of people around that can help us if we need it. But Dixie basically has everything nailed down. She's probably at this point delivered more lambs than I have, just because she's there, and she's usually the one that gets eyes on them before anybody else. And so they're in good hands with her.
Yeah, she's more than capable.
Did you adopt your kids at the same time? So our kids were a sibling group of 3, and we got them all at the same time. And because they were all siblings and they had the same parents, the termination and adoption for them was all the same time. So we adopted all three of them at the same time. Our court hearing for the adoption was for all three kids.
Tony said on YouTube, Tony said, I think it's just amazing how your kids are with Matt and Bo and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
I know, they're so wonderful. They're uncles is what we call them. Shayna over on YouTube said, when is your sister getting married? We actually just they came over. My sister and her fiance Alana came over a couple days ago, and we were talking about that. And they're getting married November of 2024. That's the plan for right now. JR Sanchez over on YouTube said, did the kids create anything for y'all for Father's Day? They did. Let me go get it. Really sweet.
Let's see. Magic Mike over on TikTok asked, do the kids get to see their bio parents at all? So at this point in their life, they do not get to see their bio parents. They do have a relationship with their paternal grandmother and aunt and uncle. I've always said that when the kids are old enough to understand the reason why they came to live with us, and if at that point in their life they have an understanding of why they came to live with us, the severity of why they came to live with us, and they still want to have a relationship with either of their parents, bio parents, I'm open to it. I think you're a little bit more hesitant about that, but to me, it's something that I could see myself being curious and wanting to see, or maybe not even like wanting a relationship, but wanting to like talk to them. I totally understand and I would be supportive of that as long as it was not in any way like harmful for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I want them to have an understanding of the reason why they had to get adopted. But yes.
That's a good point.
Okay. You're going to show what Anna made?
Yeah. This is what our daughter painted for us for Father's Day. And then the kids got us cards. And our moms got us cards. And yeah, Anna painted. I really want to frame this. I think it's so cute. She did a great job. Very gorgeous. Our daughter is 5 and she painted that. Derek over on YouTube said, how did PJ do with not controlling all aspects of the work on the beach house?
It was challenging. Luckily, I found a guy down there who I was able to be down there enough with him while he was working to realize that he was a really good carpenter. And he has a full-time construction job Monday through Friday that he works for a contractor, and he takes on side jobs on the weekends. And it was him, his wife, and his like teenage son that did the work. And I love all three of them. They're great workers, hard workers. And if it wasn't for him, we would not be as far along as we are.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Eddie, and he is amazing. And I'm hoping to keep him on for the next house, if and when we decide to do the next house that we have down there.
He is amazing.
Yeah.
So Magic Mike said, have the kids ever asked about you both being guys? They haven't. They notice now that they're getting older. And now that they're around kids at their school, they do ask things like they'll be like, our middle son a couple months ago made a comment in the car on the way to the dentist. And he was just like, all my friends have a mom and a dad. And he just said it like, what's up with that? Like, he wasn't like upset or anything.
Sarah, we have 3 kids.
He was just kind of like stating it matter-of-factly. And I was like, yeah, and every time they bring that up, or if they do, it's always, we always are like, oh, we always add or say that, like, all families look different. Some families just have one mom, some families just have one dad, some families just have grandparents or an aunt or an uncle or two moms. So it's like every family looks different. I grew up with only a mom in the house. My dad wasn't around. So
Edwin, thank you, over on TikTok. Derek, the process was kind of like they would do the work and then he would take a bunch of photos and send me the photos. And then we did go down there quite a bit during the beginning phase of like the renovations. But then as I was able to like trust him, I just like hit a key and like he just knew where it was and like handled it that way. So now I think he just has the key.
Thanks, Rick, over on TikTok. Hello on YouTube or on Instagram to someone from Russia said hi. So over on TikTok, what do your kids call you guys? They call me Daddy.
They call me Dad or Papacino or Papa.
Anna's really been into Papa lately.
Yeah.
It's so cute. But yeah, it's funny. We were thinking about it today, and it's like our kids have only been in our lives for 4 years, but it feels like so much longer because we can like barely remember our life before them, like being dads and like, okay, your patrol officer over on TikTok said, "Are you ever bored and miss your old lives?" And honestly, no, not me.
Yeah, I don't miss it. The only thing that I do miss a little bit, and it's not even necessarily like that big of a deal, but it is so much easier to like eat better and like have a fitness routine.
That's the truth.
We've like in the last few months, we've like tried to get back on track with like our fitness goals and eating better, but it is hard. Like when you have kids, for one, like we were before the kids, we were really good because we just wouldn't buy junk food or snacks. Like we never had snacks in our house. We had like food to make dinner and we had like stuff to make like breakfast and lunch, but we didn't have things like snack foods in between. With kids, they're hungry all the time. So you have to have snack food, you have to have cereal, you have to have yogurt and all these things. And when they're there, you eat them, or at least I do. And yeah, that's the one thing I miss. Other than that, there's times where like it gets stressful, but like I can't imagine our lives without kids. But I would say that's the hardest thing with kids is like having a fitness life or like eating better it's more challenging.
Well, because also, you're devoting your energy to different things too now. So like you're devoting your energy all day to, 3 other people. And so it's also hard to like focus that energy on working out or eating better because you are just so tired. Like I don't think we realized that we'd be this tired. I thought that you'd only be tired during like the baby stage, which none of our kids were technically babies when we got them. But it's not just baby stage. Spoiler, it's tired through all the stages. I told that to my mom. My mom came over the other day and she's like, "Are you okay? You seem like, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just tired. That's all." And she's like, "Well, you're going to be tired for the next 18 years. So get used to it." And I was like, "Yeah, I know. But it's a good tired. It is." Sarah said, "Definitely kids are exhausting." They really are. But it's like, I would much rather be exhausted from them than anything else that I can think of. Do the kids ever go to y'all for one specific task, like homework and emotional support? Yeah, like anything like animal related, the kids go to you. They're always like, "Can I hold the pig? Can I hold the goat or the sheep? Or can I do this?" And I'm always like, "Ask Dad." Definitely. Rebel Heart, we did not watch Eurovision. Carolyn said, "I thought you've always eaten popcorn." You know what, Carolyn? That is a good point. I was trying to think. I was like, we get into the habit of like eating popcorn late at night. Well, not late at night, but just like after dinner while we're watching TV. And I'm like, did we not do this before the kids?
We did it.
We did, right?
We did at Elm. I know we did at Elm because I
We had-
remember.
I mean, we
Okay.
were here for two and a half years before the kids. Were we not do it here?
We did it here too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to just affect us differently now. Affect me differently now. Specifically here, the popcorn adds up. Ezekiel asked a good question over on TikTok. They said, "How do the other parents in the community at school events and sports treat you guys?" So, surprisingly, at least to me, pretty well.
Yeah, I feel like we have not had any issues as of yet.
And our kids have done soccer, gymnastics, basketball. We literally hosted a second grade field trip at our farm 2 months ago, where our son's entire second grade class came. And I don't know, I think it's been surprisingly great, much more than I think we both thought it would be.
George, as far as skincare, we both kind of do different things and are not that strict about it, but exfoliate in the shower with a gentle cleanse and moisturize right out of the shower and under eye ointments.
Your skincare routine? I'm going to do a mask tonight. I honestly don't know what I would do if someone tried to say something to us about our family in public and tried to put us down. I feel like I would lose my SHIT and like go off on them. Like I don't normally ever lose my cool. Normally, I'm a pretty chill person, but if someone ever tried to come for our family, I would just have to blow up.
Are you going to eventually move to the farm full time? The plan is to move to the farm and see how we like it. And if we like it, then we will most likely move to the farm full time. If we don't love it, then we will probably do a part-time situation to where it's like maybe it's for weekends or holidays and
yeah, I can see like long
summertime.
weekends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we'll like split our time between the farm and the beach shack.
Mm-hmm. What could you said if we don't like it? Like what's a reason that you could see you not liking it? You know, I'm pretty adaptable.
So the farm is like in an area of that's not very populated. It's very
Rural.
yeah, and I don't know. I could potentially maybe see like feeling isolated out there, and or just like tired of having to drive 20 or 30 minutes to get to like a good grocery store or a home improvement store or stuff like that. I don't know. I actually lived in this area for like 4 years of my life and was completely fine with living in that area. So I think I'll be okay. But our kids are still going to be going to school 25 minutes away every day. And that might be challenging. What kind of animals do you have on the farm? So get ready. We have, I'm going to do it in order from like the most animals to the least. We have about 50 sheep. We have about 24 chickens. We have like 10 or 11 geese. We have miniature potbelly pigs, a potbelly pig, 3 donkeys, 4 guineas, 2 ducks, 3 guard dogs, and a Dixie.
Dixie is not a farm animal, excuse you.
That's for you, Dixie, if you watch this.
She better be watching.
Dixie is like my friend, but also she like watches all the animals and the farm and takes care of all that stuff.
We love Dixie. Happy birthday, Georgie, on YouTube. Yeah, we have a lot of farm animals. Derek said the farm is too far out for you to comfortably do your day-to-day life, especially when the kids are in school. And Carolyn said you'd have to come to the downtown home for Halloween.
Yeah, that is another thing. Like holidays, we really love holidays here. I've got to throw away these because they're getting on my nerve.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing. We do love holidays in this house. Our house is going to be 100 years old next year. And there's something about like getting a bunch of people together in an old house and like celebrating the holidays or just eating a meal or sharing. I don't know. We do love holidays in this house, and Halloween is especially fun because our town, especially the area that we live in, turns into the Salem from Massachusetts, or I mean Salem from Hocus Pocus, basically, and it feels just like this cute, quaint, like magical little town. Everyone always goes all out for Halloween. It's wonderful.
Austin over on YouTube said, PJ, are you helping Matt and Bo with their renovations? I am not. They did not even ask me because they know I am slammed with like the 2 renovations that we're doing right now. I vent to them all the time how I'm so over renovating. Like I just need a break from renovating.
Well, and they're like also completely capable.
Oh yeah.
Like Bo has been talking about, like he is really looking forward to this renovation and kind of stretching his creativity and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Over on Instagram, Jack said, I've heard you guys mention having your kids in church. I'm an openly gay Christian myself, and I'm super curious to know if you guys' faith played a role in your lives and family dynamic.
I would say it did. As an adult, I have found myself not being religious. But that being said, I also found myself like that was a decision that I made in my life, in my adult life, after like growing up as a Christian and like going to school and like experiencing life and people. And it's important for me that the kids have the same opportunity. It's just like so their aunt is religious and Thomas's mom is religious.
Mm-hmm.
And both were like interested in getting the kids involved with church.
Mm-hmm.
And I was completely open with it. But I said, you know, if you want them to have that relationship, you need to step in and do that. And so their aunt takes them to church on like Wednesdays and Sundays. And I think that's awesome. And it's something I support. So
yeah,
I want the kids to be able to decide for themselves, like what they want to believe in. And I'm more than happy for them to like foster that relationship with their aunt. I think it's a good like activity for them to do with their aunt. And so.
Oh, that was
a lot of drinking.
A lot of loudness.
Good gosh. You should cough in my ear.
Thank you, Andrew, on Instagram. He likes both of our haircuts. Oh, and Chan over on TikTok said he likes the mustache. What's funny, my mom hates the mustache. She hates every time she's like, what is that on your face? And I just shaved it today. I was like, Mom, it's Father's Day. I need a mustache for Dad Day. Where did you get the cup, Thomas? So this is, I've been wanting a Stanley Cup for over a year now. And I love this color and I love this cup so much. This is the 40-ounce quench. And we actually received it in a PR package. A brand sent it to us. And I'm like eternally grateful because I'm obsessed with this thing.
Derek, I did go to church with my mom.
Oh.
And the church that I went to was actually right beside our farm growing up. So we just like walked across the field and went to church. It's like what you envision, an old white church with a big bell tower. And I grew up Methodist.
Georgie over on YouTube said I was raised Catholic, baptized, communion, and I did confirmation. You know what? I never did confirmation. I was Catholic too. I never did confirmation.
What does that mean?
It's like one of the 7 sacraments. And you normally do it maybe, when do you normally do it? High school or 7th or 8th grade? Excuse me. I don't know, but I never did it. and PJ mentioned he's not religious, and I'm not religious either in my adult life, much to my mom's dismay.
Oh, there's your mom.
What do you mean? There's my mom
right here. Insta. Lori is more wild.
Why did she say that?
I don't know.
Mom, oh no. I'm like talking about her right now. Mom, what do you mean? My mom is actually here on Instagram, and she said Lori, who's PJ's mom, is more wild. I wonder what she means by that.
She might have been responding to something.
Oh, okay. Hearing everything. Huh? I still don't. Do you get it? Mom, what are you talking about? Today was actually really fun also, speaking of my mom, because both of our moms, someone asked whose mom is more wild.
Oh,
I see. I missed that question. I don't know, Lori. I think you both are wild in your own ways.
I would disagree.
You think my mom is more? Yeah, I kind of think my mom is more wild too. Well, because my mom doesn't have a filter. Lori knows better that and she has a filter with people, and my mom just kind of like says whatever, but that's what I love about you. But what I was saying was, speaking of our moms, one of the great things about today for Father's Day is that we got to spend it with both of our moms. So PJ's aunt had us all over to her pool for a pool party and like a grill and cookout, and the kids swam literally all day. And PJ's little sister was there, and cousin and uncle, and my mom stopped by, and it was just a really, really fun day. It was so wonderful. Oh, hey, Daddy and Papa. So they asked on Instagram, have you seen more hateful comments this month than in the past years? Posts promoting our new book have been so awful. Oh gosh.
I don't think not personally, like I don't think personally we haven't seen any, but
right.
I do feel like I've seen a lot in like the media.
Yeah, I agree. It's been hard to kind of see how the media and like brands and businesses are handling Pride Month this year. It's just kind of wild. I feel like we're regressing as far as like media exposure of Pride Month, and I felt like we were really making progress. That kind of seems like it's taken a hit this year. Jonathan over on YouTube said he loves my mustache. So, Mom, I hope you're listening. Hi, Linda. Linda said, love wild older women. You know what, Linda? I agree. I feel like I am an older wild woman. I'm not being facetious. I'm being totally serious. I love the energy of like just a confident older woman who's just like, been places and seen things and like is confident in herself. And I feel like that's what both of our moms are. Not that they're like older, but
would y'all do Vino Vent with your mom? I would. That would be fun.
Be so fun. We'd all be drinking something different. I'd be drinking Chardonnay. My mom would be drinking a Cabernet. Your mom would be drinking Moscato.
Probably the Smirnoff.
Smirnoff, and then you would be drinking probably a Chardonnay.
I did not get a new wedding band. I just switched between this and my Quelo. Is that what it is? The rubber. It's like
Quelo. Yep.
Yeah. Are y'all coming to Nashville Pride next weekend?
Oh.
We unfortunately will not be able to do that.
I didn't realize it.
We're so behind on like work stuff right now that today was really supposed to be a work day, but we did not do work.
Don't remind me. Yeah, we were supposed to shoot something today, a campaign, but we just decided to blow it all off and just celebrate Father's Day with our family. And I don't regret it.
I don't either.
But yeah.
Linda, yes, Martha Stewart. Gosh, I love that woman.
You really have turned me on to Martha Stewart.
She is something else. I have loved her since I was like 6.
You've been talking about Martha Stewart since we first got together, and I remember thinking, like, I didn't like put you down for it, but I just remember thinking, what is he interested in Martha Stewart for? She's like, whatever. But now that like I see now what you see in her, and we watch Martha Stewart in the mornings on the
Mhm.
Roku channel, like her old '90s like um, TV show. Um,
Martha did time and did it with style. I know. I was so fascinated by that. My memory of her doing jail time was that she was caught in the jail yard clipping dandelion leaves off the plant. And
what?
I was like, that is so insane, blah, blah, blah. However, like in my adult life, like dandelion is it's very rich in like antioxidants. It's great for you can take like it as a supplement, but also like the leaves you can use like in a salad. And so what she had said was they weren't feeding them enough greens while she was in jail. So she would go out and clip the leaves off the plants and bring it back in and wash it and eat it. But genius.
I cannot imagine going from her lifestyle of just being like a billionaire, like truly, I think at one time her company was valued at over $1 billion, and like private jets and like cooking shows and TV and press and celebrities to like then being in a jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure she was treated differently because she was a celebrity, but like still in a jail. It's crazy. Do the kids get along with PJ's sister? What?
The pictures of them.
Yes, J.R. Sanchez over on YouTube. They do. They were playing with her all day in the pool. They were standing on her shoulders and jumping off into the water. And Montana is so good with them. She paints with them. She plays with them. She teaches Anna how to dance. And Josie's back. Josie, we were in the middle of something, girlfriend. She was like, I can't care because I have to eat. Oh, she was very hummy. Oh. Our daughter
Is that it?
used to say she would pronounce hungry as hummeal for years. And so now I like cannot help myself. I have to say hummeal. Oh. My God. Josie.
I think she's about to fall asleep. Hold on.
Oh. Why do you think she's about to fall asleep?
Well, she seemed like it.
Oh.
What is it?
What?
Look at this little cute baby.
She, she's the squishiest little nose, and it is so fun to press her nose. Oh, she's yawning.
Mm-hmm.
She's eating, so she's ready to like pass out.
What is it, baby girl? What is it? What is it?
Aranda said, "How often and how much does Josie eat?" I will say to answer part of that, she doesn't eat a lot. Every time.
Yeah, she only eats. How much is this? So she eats 15 milliliters like every 2 hours. But before bed, I'll double it and I'll feed her like maybe an hour before bed, and I'll feed her right when I'm about to go to bed. So I'll feed her twice, and that will hold her over until the morning. But she eats every couple of hours.
She's a cutie. She's so sweet. Fred said Martha is a hoot and a half. She is. You know what? Also, one of the things I love about her is she has a blog. And I love blogging. I love reading blogs and writing them. And she updates it every single day. It's her and her team, but it's written from her point of view. And it's just like this no nonsense blog that she just updates all the time, and it's so fun to read.
Adam over on YouTube asked what my fitness routine is. It's kind of insane right now, and it's because I'm playing catch up. But so I run a mile every day. I do. I try to do intermittent fasting with a 16 fast and an 8-hour eating period, and then I work out 4 days a week for like. Sometimes it's like 45 minutes, but anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. And I break up like my workout. So I'll do like chest and triceps. I'll do my back and my biceps on the same day. I'll do a shoulder day and I'll do a leg day. And then that's what I do. And I try to change it up weekly.
Yeah, you look very good lately. I mean, you always have, but I mean, like I can tell a difference from you working out hard the past couple months.
I'm trying to get to be like, I just want to be like in a healthy point, like state, and then I just want to maintain that. Like I don't want to be massively huge like a bodybuilder. I just want to be healthy. And like, for one, working out for me is the biggest stress reliever. And like, if I'm feeling anxious, if I work out, I feel so much better. When I'm not working out is when mentally I get into some real bad places. So for me, it's a lot for my mental health.
I know. I wish working out was that for me. Working out like puts me in a bad mood. So yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, Derek said I need your review on the Eras tour over on YouTube.
Oh my God, it was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Witness, I would like pay more money to go again.
Yeah, we need to try and go again. We should go to California for the end of it. Someone on here actually, I think Sarah or maybe it was Lori, said that she got tickets at face value for the last night of the US tour. It's in California.
Okay, on TikTok, I want to try this because I see people do it all the time when they go live. So we're at 5.9 thousand likes. People are always like giving like goals. So like if we get to this many likes, we'll do this. What's something that we could do?
Kiss. Okay.
So if we get to, we're at 5.9 thousand likes right now. If we get to, what would be a realistic goal?
I mean, we've been going live for an hour and have 6.1 thousand likes. So maybe if we get to 6,500 likes.
No, it needs to be more.
It's already at 6,200.
Yeah, it needs, like the goals on like the lives that I've seen are always like a lot higher. So if we get to, let's do 1,000.
Are you gonna say 10,000?
Let's say
no.
Let's say 10,000. I just want to see.
Okay.
If we get to 10,000 likes before we end the live, we'll give each other a Father's Day smoochie.
A Father's Day smoochie. We've never like kissed on a live before.
I don't think that's true. I think we went live one time for New Year's Eve and we did the ball countdown.
Oh, did we? Cute. Oh, oh my gosh. What a good, that's true. That was random. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, PJ, we're almost there. That really shot it up. Okay. 9,000.
Okay. So it does work whenever you do that.
Oh my God. We're about to kiss. We're about to make out on live. It's at 10. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm trying to make out with you.
I said kiss. I didn't say make out. For make out, it's going to have to be 35,000. No, I'm just kidding.
You need to subscribe to our TikTok subscriptions to see us make out.
We don't have a TikTok subscription.
We don't. TikTok keeps trying to get us to get one, but we're not going to. Yeah, people are always like, why don't you guys show affection online? And I'm like, I don't know what people expect. Do they expect us to just like be talking like this?
I feel like our lives would do a lot better if we did that. Like if we just were conjoined the whole time.
Okay. It's funny. Oh my god, it's already at 12.7. Okay, so if we get to 15,000, we'll kiss again. Cannot even believe this. This is so funny.
We need to do like one on and have like a template that's like when we hit this goal, we'll do this, and when we do this goal, we'll do this.
Mm-hmm. So, oh my god, we're almost at 15. How are we at 15,000 with only 100? Are people just like liking it over and over again? Okay, so you can like it as many times as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
That's how like TikTok can grow.
Got you.
So YouTube is, I don't know if I think you can just like it one time.
Yeah, YouTube.
Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we hit 15.
Okay. This feels so cheap. Real quick, someone on YouTube said, Denise said, Thomas, what gets you in a depressed mood?
That's so funny that you brought that up because
Yeah.
we literally were just talking about this with Matt and Bo last night.
Mm-hmm.
Was it last night?
Last week.
Last week.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. You need to answer because it's you, but then I'll chime in.
I feel like saying nothing is so gross and almost like, oh, who does he think he is type of thing. And it's something that I'm just becoming more and more aware of as like I get older and I'm around more people and like we become really close with Matt and Bo and like you, and we're discovering new facets of ourselves. But like I just don't typically ever find myself in a depressed mood or a super sad mood. I think that like when we argue, I feel really sad sometimes, but it's like I don't know. And I feel like yucky for being like nothing gets me in a depressed mood, but it's almost, I mean, it's the truth kind of. So I don't know.
I agree.
I mean,
I feel like
know.
Thomas doesn't get depressed or like really sad very often.
Mhm.
And that's awesome. I wish I was more like that. It's like, for me, it's like I'll have a weekly low and a weekly okay and a weekly high.
Mhm. And Derek said that's wonderful on YouTube. Derek said that's wonderful, Thomas. Just enjoy being happy. That's awesome. And it's like it's not because I'm like my life is perfect or our life is perfect or our marriage is perfect or it's like none of that at all. I know that like our life is not perfect in the least, but it's like I just know that nothing is as serious, I guess, or as life threatening as it seems at first. I don't know. I know that nothing is as big of a deal as you can make it out to be, and it's really easy to make things into a big deal. And I feel like I don't. But I also, I also don't handle certain things that like. We take on different responsibilities and roles, and like some of the things you take on are more stressful, like renovations. Like I don't know.
No, I mean, mine is definitely a chemical
That
issue,
too.
but yeah, just like Jimmy said, it really is all about the chemicals in the brain.
Yeah, I'm learning that. Definitely learning that. Mr. Leon on YouTube said, Thomas, you don't work out.
Yes, he does.
not a lot, but yeah, he's not wrong.
He does work out. That might have been a question, like, you don't work out, question mark?
I did not see a question mark.
Yeah, Thomas works out. You've been really committed, I'd say, the last week.
The last week? No, the last like 3 months.
Well, like sometimes I will do like a double workout where it's like just a quick little workout at home, and you never join me on those. But the last 2 times I've done one of those, you've joined me, and that was in the last week.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, oh my gosh, we got up to 23,000 likes on TikTok.
Do y'all recommend any Airbnbs in Cleveland? We are coming up next weekend for
Oh,
a
fun.
wedding. I'm trying to think of any that I know of in Cleveland. Can you think of any?
Your friend, blonde hair girl.
There are,
Forget her
I
name.
can't think of any. I know that there are some cute ones, but I've never actually got on Airbnb to look to see. Oh, there are a few cute ones in downtown, like the downtown area. Like one's an apartment above a garage,
Mhm.
and then one is like a small house. So nothing like
True.
pops out for sure though. All right, TikTok. Before we get off, if we get up to 30,
Oh my god.
okay, we will
Make out.
no, we'll kiss again. Just a little peck.
No, we're gonna make out. Derek on YouTube said Thomas hates to work out. He might drop his wine. You're not wrong. David said Thomas probably gets a lot of housework, does a lot of housework taking care of for others. He gets a really good workout already. Yeah. JR Sanchez said, is Alan still obsessed with Billie Eilish? So Alan is our oldest kid, and no, not really. I don't know. He went through a phase. Whenever he was like 5 and 6, that he loved Billie Eilish, but I think we listened to her so much that like we don't listen to her anymore, because there was a year period where we just listened to Billie Eilish nonstop.
What year was that?
It was the year that she came out with Happier Than Ever, because we did that album and her first album. So that was 2021 when we were staying at the farm. And I associate her with the farm. Yeah. Zachary over on TikTok, I got this shirt at Hollister.
Hollister like had when we went shopping for the trip that when we were going to Europe, we went to the mall in Chattanooga, and Kitty was trying to jump on me. Yeah. Hollister had a bunch of shirts that we like really liked. I mean, it seems like a lot of you guys like them too, because everyone asked where we get them from or got them from. I got a lot of shirts that were kind of like a linen button. Or what would a knitted button up.
Yeah. Like this sweater. Oh, and we also got a couple like sweater polos that are light, and I actually wore one last night. So happy birthday, Forest Fire. Over on Instagram. All right, we're almost to 30,000 likes, and then we're gonna make out, and then we have to go.
We're not making out.
Denise said, PJ, you seem to be much more conservative with PDA.
I am. Yes.
Oh, we're at 30,000 likes. Pucker up. Can I grab your face? No. Okay, that's our sign-off kiss.
That's our kiss goodbye, guys. Thanks for joining. And until next time, we'll see you next Sunday for our Vino Vent, but you can catch us on stories throughout the week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.